What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Let's Get a Gaming Daily News with your boy Joe. We have 4 stories on the list for this past weekend. So let's jump in to story number 1. Story number 1 comes from IGN's Wesley Vinpool. Call of Duty Black Ops 6 reportedly set to launch straight to Xbox Game Pass. I did cover this a little bit previously last week, but I felt like this. I think this goes a little more in depth, so thought it was rather good to put in the update. Microsoft will soon announce its intentions to release this year's mainline Call of Duty game straight into Game Pass, according to a new report. The Wall Street Journal reports that Microsoft will announce the plan during its Xbox Showcase event in June. Microsoft plans a major shakeup of its video game sales strategy by releasing the coming installments of Call of Duty to its subscription service instead of the long-time lucrative approach of only selling it a la carte, Wall Street Journal reported. Microsoft declined to comment when contacted by the publication. I don't know. I just thought it's interesting. It's kind of more or less confirmed by them that they are going to be posting on Game Pass. They're putting it up on Game Pass day one. Maybe not day one, but it hasn't been confirmed day one. But Sarah Bode, Xbox's CEO, made a statement stating pretty much basically that they intend to put them on Game Pass. So that's cool. I'm looking forward to it, and I'll definitely be jumping into it now that I can get it for free, because I haven't really bought a COD game. And honestly, I think the last COD one I bought was Modern Warfare. The remake was, I think, the last one I bought. Did I play Modern? No, I think I bought Modern Warfare 2 too. Reboot. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. If I get to play these on Game Pass, that would be dope. And hopefully all you other Call of Duty, what would be the word? Call of Duty lovers, but not willing to spend the money on the games, will enjoy it too. But let's jump into story number 2. This comes from IGN's Rebecca Valentine. Rockstar co-founder Dan Houser new game will be an open-world adventure set in a sci-fi expanded universe. Rockstar Games co-founder and Grand Theft Auto writer and producer Dan Houser is hard at work on a new game with his new studio, Absurd Ventures, and we think we know a little more about what the game looks like, including its setting, which is a new sci-fi universe. The studio is creating a called A Better Paradise. Houser announced his new endeavor last year, revealing that Absurd Ventures would be building narrative worlds, creating characters, and writing stories for a diverse variety of genres without regard to medium to be produced for live action and animation. Video games are other interactive content, books, graphic novels, and scripted podcasts. The studio was seemingly founded way back in 2021, with Houser serving as co-founder and director. Earlier this week, several outlets noticed that a recent job opening for Absurd Ventures were looking for developers on an open-world action-adventure game it currently had in the cooker, one listing in particular specifications best-in-class combat and third-person action across multiple game modes, and requested developers familiar with a mix of both melee and shooting action mechanics, non-combat forms of action gameplay, driving, mounts, climbing, traversal, platforming, etc., Unreal Engine 4 or 5, and working with co-development partners. Then, yesterday, Absurd Ventures separately announced a release date for its audio fiction series set in a new sci-fi universe, A Better Paradise. The series launched on June 10th and will span 12 episodes, but buried in the release is the news that Absurd Ventures is also making a video game in the same expanded universe. In addition to launching Volume 1 of the A Better Paradise audio series, Houser, Laszlo Jones, and the Absurd Ventures team are in various stages of development on multiple projects set in the A Better Place universe, including additional audio fiction seasons, as well as a television and video game titles. Sounds an awful lot like the universe for the new open-world action-adventure game, right? An insider source affirmed our suspicion that this was the case, which means we can infer a little more about the new game. According to the official website, the universe is set in a near future and follows the ill-fated development of an ambitious but addictive digital game world project led by inventor and psychologist Dr. Mike Tyburn. As the advanced software they developed began delivering unexpected and disturbing results, the team fell apart under the strange circumstances and the project was abandoned. The game world and the super intelligence within it were discarded, left dormant, and undiscovered until now. This sounds awesome. I have actually a lot of faith that Dan Houser is going to make a top tier game. Because I mean, look at the GTA games, all amazing. But I also love a good sci-fi game, and if it's done well, and it's spooky, and it's creepy, and it's eerie, and it's like fun open world, I'm all about it. And I felt like this needed to be put in here because if you guys like Grand Theft Auto, if you like Dan Houser, and if you like sci-fi, this is like perfect. So hopefully we'll get maybe an announcement at Summer Games Fest. That would be dope, but only time will tell. Let's jump into our third story of the day. This comes from IGN's Kat Bailey. 2K Games will reveal a sequel to one of its biggest and most beloved franchises at Summer Game Fest. The 2K Games is planning to reveal the next iteration of one of its biggest and most beloved franchises at Summer Games Fest, which is set to take place on Friday, June 7th. The tease instantly got fans speculating on the possibilities, with many wondering whether BioShock 4 will finally be revealed after a 5-year wait. Others suggest that it might be Mafia 4 or Borderlands 4. 2K plans to reveal the next iteration in one of 2K's biggest and most beloved franchises, Summer Game Fest, on Friday, June 7th. That's coming from a Summer Games Fest tweet. That's pretty dope. As of right now, the most likely candidate is Borderlands 4, which was confirmed to be in development earlier this year. It would match up neatly with the release of the Borderlands movie, which will be out on August 9th. Borderlands 4 was previously confirmed to be in development and has been heavily teased by Gearbox CEO Randy Pitchford. Look, we haven't even announced anything of it, Pitchford said back in March. Clearly, we're working on something also, and I know what we're working on, and holy shit, it's the greatest thing we've ever done, and I can't wait, but it's not time yet. It's not time yet. There will be a time, or maybe it won't be Borderlands 4 at all. That's awesome. I've never played the Borderlands games besides the Telltale's Tales from the Borderlands. I would love a new Mafia game. I loved Mafia 3. Or sorry, Mafia 2. Mafia 3 didn't really hit that much for it. I played it for a little bit, but it didn't really stick. I would love a new Mafia. That would be sick. That would be cool. I don't know. I'm super excited to see what they're coming out with. And I have a lot of faith that it'll be top tier. And actually, maybe I've never played the BioShock games either, so maybe I'll check out a BioShock game. And if I like those, because, we might find a new beloved franchise. I am currently playing through Hi-Fi Rush. The first episode just went up today. Well, yeah, today. So that was hype. Never thought I would like that game. Love it. It's great. It's fantastic. So maybe Borderlands will be the next type of game I enjoy. But only time will tell with that as well. Now let's jump into our fourth and final story. This comes from IGN's Wesley Van Poole. With Borderlands 4 waiting in the wings, new Gearbox owner Take-Two plans to pursue growth opportunities. This is just more of an expansion on the previous story, but I felt like it was needed to add more context to what is rumored. Take-Two plans to go big on Borderlands now. It owns Gearbox Entertainment. In March, the embattled Embracer Group sold Borderlands developer Gearbox to Take-Two for $460 million. As part of the deal, Take-Two, which thought, though its publishing division 2K already had a long history with Gearbox, now owns the franchise Borderlands, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, Homeworld, Risk of Rain, Brothers in Arms, and Duke Nukem. Gearbox is joining 2K Games and will continue to be led by CEO and founder Randy Pitchford. Gearbox has enjoyed enormous success with the looter shooter Borderlands franchise over the years. It's sold nearly 86 million units across the titles, with Borderlands 2 secured at 2K's top-selling video game with 28 million sold. Borderlands 3 is 2K's fastest-selling video game ever and was sold nearly 20 million units to date. Currently, Gearbox has both the new Borderlands and at least one exciting new intellectual property in development. 2K Games plans to reveal the next iteration in one of its biggest and most beloved franchises at Summer Games Fest, which is set to take place on June 7th. Fans speculate the game may be Borderlands 4. That's pretty cool, as I've already said. That's sick. I can't wait to see what they are going to release. This is kind of the same as the last story, but I felt like it was a little more contextual filled, gave you a little more details behind 2K, because I know there's a lot of mix-ups with whether 2K owned Gearbox, and they did own it, but not really, and then they got told the Embracer Group, then resold back to 2K. So I don't know, a lot of hubble bubble, but the fact of the matter is there is a new game coming from 2K. There is a new game coming from Gearbox. There is a new game coming, and we are going to get the reveal of at least one new game at Summer Games Fest on June 7th, 2024. Either way, I'm looking forward to see what 2K does, what Gearbox does, as I've loved their previous games. So I feel like it will be cool to see what they do next. But that is going to do it for this episode of the Let's Get It Gaming Daily News with your boy JoJo. I hope you enjoyed. If you liked it and you want to see more, hit that like button, give me that subscribe, hit that little notification so you know when the next video comes out. Hopefully, as I keep saying at the end of every one of these videos, it is getting a little better. I'm getting a little better at explaining the stories and reading more clearly for you guys. If not, let me know. Drop any improvements in the comments below. I appreciate it. If you are watching, if you did make it to the end, I appreciate it. It's great. It's awesome. I love to see it. And we're doing big things here, and it's just going to take some time for me to perfect them all. And they'll never be perfect, but, you know, it's just going to take some time for me to get things rolling and get comfortable with all this and make something cool happen here. So I hope you're here for the ride. But once again, thank you all for watching. And remember, I love you, I appreciate you, and I respect you. And I'll catch y'all in the next one. And keep on gaming. Peace.